Sharon Thompson was a relatively unknown graded trainer up until 6 months ago when she bought Sparta Master. Since then, the dog has absolutely taken off at Romford and really put Sharon on the map.
I just thought I'm going to buy myself an open race dog. So I was just looking about and looking at the adverts, and I came across him and I just liked him. You know, he was in England and then he was in the summer stayers, so I thought, right, I'll wait and see what happens then. Obviously he didn't win, so then I kept looking and thinking, shall I buy him or not, you know, like you do. And that's when I rang the guy up and sorted it out and done the deal.
I'm interested in what really caught your eye, because when I look at his form back then, it's actually quite different to since you've had him. So what was it?
I don't
on bare
know.
form, it's not there.
I don't know. Sometimes you're just drawn to something, are you? You know, you're just looking, and then I kept going back to him, and I kept going back, and I thought, I don't know, I kept thinking about it, and then I kept looking at the advert, oh, it's still there, nobody's brought him yet, and it was just like that, really. I don't know. It was just something that just, I don't know, I knew. So I just thought, yeah, can improve this dog and do something with it. So,
and it's really lovely because it is a case of one woman and her dog. Yeah. But that said, your dad is a big part of this, and he was also part of the reason why you came to buy a good dog.
Yeah, because he's not been too well, and I just thought, you know, you're going into latter years, it'd be nice for him to go out with a bang, as it were, you know, and have something decent to train. You know, he loves to train the graded dogs, and he'd train the graded dog just as well as we would an open race dog, the same. But you know, you ain't got as many chances in graded, have you? And it's so that was why, so that he enjoys it. He's got Simon Cowell teeth. You know, he's had them all capped and done. Look at them, perfectly straight. Look, you couldn't get any straight if you
perfectly
tried.
White as well.
Yeah. So he is the George Best and Simon Cowell of the dog world, I reckon.
I think it's important to say that training dogs isn't always as straightforward as people think. And when you got Sparta Master, there were issues that you've managed to overcome and indeed improve him.
Yeah, there were issues, and yeah, because sometimes you think you pay a lot of money for a dog, you sort of just wind it up and away it goes, but it's not like that. And I did think, oh my God, what have I brought here? You know, I thought for a minute, but you've got to do things, different things, and find the key. I suppose the guy sold me the dog, but not the key, as it were. So I found the key, and there we go.
What were the issues?
It just wasn't quite concentrating, I'd say, probably at first. But I think he'd had a bit of treatment as well with the chiropractor. We ran him probably a bit too soon at Crayford. It's a totally different environment here than what he would come from. Totally different training that he'd come from. And I just think it was all a bit, you know, much for him. It was like his head was just full of everything. So get him concentrating now, and his proof is in the pudding now and in the eating, so
it's been quite a journey for you. If we go back to the Essex Vars, when he came out in the first round, broke the track record, and everyone suddenly was like, who's Sharon Thompson? It certainly put you on the map in the greyhound world, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. To break the track record first time at Romford is just amazing, because, you know, you dog won't go around there first time, you need a trial and all that. And yeah, I was amazed. So yeah.
From the high of that night to the low of being stuck on the M25 and not making the final.
Yeah, what can you say about that? That was the cruelest thing I think that's probably happened to me, to be honest. So near, but yet so far. To arrive 5 minutes after they called it was heartbreaking.
Your first ever Category 1 final, it meant so much to you, and you really were devastated, weren't you?
Yeah, I was devastated. I really was. I couldn't do anything for a week or so. It still plays on my mind now, but just got to pick yourself up and get on with it, ain't you? That's the way it goes. So.
He then ran brilliantly in the Coronation Cup, ultimately to be runner-up to Antigua Rum. Were you disappointed or proud?
A bit of both, really. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed, but I was proud that we got there and made it into the final and enjoyed it, you know. So, you know, dog racing, as soon as you put them in them traps, you don't know what's going to happen, do you?
Sparta Master has hit the front from Antigua Rum as they head to the second last bend. And Sparta Master and Antigua Rum, these two locked together. And Antigua Rum has taken it up. And Antigua Rum's going to win the Coronation Cup. Wins by a length and a half. In second place, Sparta Master.
Didn't get out as well as we thought. And, you know, otherwise we'd have been saying, yeah, we've won it, you know. So.
Next up for you is the Golden Jacket. How do you think he's going to handle the track and the trip there?
Yep, he'll handle it fine. Trip, no problem. Yep. No, that's not an issue to me. I don't even know how far he can stay actually. I'd like to see him later on at some point do 750 round Romford. I think he'll do pretty well. Yeah.
But in between all that, you're thinking of a little trip to Nottingham.
Little trip to Nottingham. Yeah, we'll give him a little trial or a little race there or something and see how he goes and take it from there.
You think he could potentially go a few rounds of the Derby,
yeah,
or maybe even further?
I don't see why not. He's as good a dog as anyone, you know. Yeah. So it's all about luck as well, isn't it? You know, that's the thing. And then obviously you don't like to think too far ahead, so then it will be the summer stayers at Monmore again in the summer.
You said that since he's been here, his head has kind of changed, and there's one thing that's not in doubt from what we've seen today is that he's very keen, isn't he?
Yes, a very keen dog. He's one of the keenest dogs I've had actually. Once he gets hold of something like your toy, terrible trouble getting off of him. It's real terror. He is a terror.
But a real character as well, and one of the funniest things you said to me today is that he likes to play football on a Wednesday, but he's enjoyed his little play in the field today.
Yeah, I wouldn't normally do it so near to a little race, but he's only had a little small go. But normally Wednesday just breaks up his week a little bit because, like I say, he's a dog that could run twice a week because otherwise he just tends to go completely over the top and the duvet's then pulled out and, you know, that sort of just settles him down a little bit. So, yeah, keeps him concentrating as well.
And for you, he's really changed the way you see greyhound racing now. So you've only had graders before, but now if you were to get another dog or two here, you're really interested in the open scene, aren't you?
Absolutely.
He's changed the way you feel about greyhound racing.
Yeah, open scene is obviously the traffic is a nightmare getting anywhere, but once you're there and you've got a good dog, it's so nice to enjoy it and just, yeah, take part. Because graded, you're sitting there with one or two dogs, you know you've got no chance of winning because the graders outgraded you, you know, you in the last race, and at the night you just think, oh no, I don't need this. So yeah, that's what I don't like about it no more. It's just not the same. He's a good boy. Look at that pillar. He's already had this pillar out. I mean, that is that one there. We've put that back. We've got 4 pillars on standby.
It feels like quite a special time for you and Sparta Master. Obviously, he's running so well. He's not your baby, but he's the apple of your eye. You're proud of him, and it's a journey that he's taking you on.
Yeah, it
that
is.
You're going on together.
Yeah, we are actually. Yeah, it's a nice change in my life, you know, I suppose. She can get a bit mundane, can't it, every day? So yeah, he's really excited in my life a little bit. Yeah, definitely.